On this video, we're going to look at some of the sex anomalies that occur in humans. The first anomaly that we will look at is called Turner Syndrome. A genetically normal female is XX. A Turner's female is XO. This occurs in 1 in 2,500 female births. Features that we see include short status, webbing at the neck, incomplete sexual development. They may have impaired hearing. They do not have bar bodies because they do not have that X inactivation. Many times a woman will have Turner syndrome, can be a Turner's individual, and not even realize she has the condition until she's married and she seeks out a doctor to find out why she's not able to have children. So there can be varying levels of mental disability or learning disability. It can range from being severe to being very mild. Jacob's syndrome is an individual who is XYY. This is a male. It occurs about 1 in every 1,000 male births, so it's not extremely rare. 96% of the time the males are phenotypically normal. They might have a phenotypic expression of being a little bit taller or having acne, having speech or reading disabilities. The studies used to suggest that these individuals were more aggressive and more prone to criminal tendencies. However, these early genetic studies, they conducted those with individuals who were incarcerated in jail. When they checked the normal population, they found out that they had the same ratio of males with this condition as they had those that were locked in prisons. So the studies are not suggesting an increase in aggressive behaviors now. There have been situations where a female has been born and has been X, X, and X. They call that the XXX syndrome. This occurs in 1 in every 1,000 females. It used to be called the Super X female. As far as phenotypically, the female may be a little bit taller. The menstrual period may be irregular. Anytime you start to get away from the 46 chromosomes, you're going to have some level of intellectual disability. The further from the 46 chromosomes that you get, the more severe the disability. So this individual could have a slight impact on their intelligence. Because they have 3 X chromosomes, 2 of the X chromosomes would be inactivated. And if you were to look at a cheek cell of one of these individuals, instead of the cheek cells having 1 bar body, they would actually have 2 bar bodies. Klinefelter Syndrome is when a male is born and they are XXY. As long as they have that 1 Y, they are a male. It happens in about 1 in every 500 male births. Phenotypically, the individual may have some small breast development. They'll have long limbs, large hands and feet. The testes may not be fully developed, incomplete sexual development. Again, most of these conditions that we're looking at, the Turner's female, the XXX female, the Klinefelters, you may have levels of infertility. Now, the Jacob's male is fertile and is able to have children. There have been rare cases of an XXYY individual being born. These individuals, it's probably because the oocyte and the sperm were both abnormal as opposed to one being normal and one being abnormal. They may have more severe behavioral problems. They could be AAD, they could have obsessive compulsive disorders, learning disabilities. You'll have to treat these individuals with testosterone And then these individuals, again, because you are away from the 46 chromosomes in a normal individual, they're going to be infertile. As a reminder, the pedigree is the diagram that we do of the family tree. It uses symbolic representations to show relationships and the transmission of inheritance through a family. The squares are going to be males. The circles are going to be females. And here we have a key to show you. We have our normal female, our normal male. We have our afflicted female and male. We have our carrier female and male. This is how we represent if an individual has passed away. Here's how we represent if we don't know the sex of the individual. This right here can also, with the SB below it, shows that it's stillborn. If they're pregnant, if a child has been miscarried, this one right here would be if the child had been aborted. Again, when we draw a line across like this is showing marriage. This is coming down showing a generation. You can do a dotted line to show adoption. Here we can see that there's siblings. There's 3 that have been born there, identical twins. And so we've worked on this a little bit in class with a few projects, but here is the official key that is used when a genetic counselor maps out a family's pedigree.